If you return your serves like Mathias here, at your level, you're probably going to one-shot your opponent. In this video, we're going to be breaking down the essential types of returns of serves and how to execute them properly. Mathias, there's going to be around 5 types of returns of serves, right? Maybe some more as we develop it. You'll show us what good looks like.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's try. So we'll start again with how we did with the service, the stance. It's very important that you find some sort of gap between the line and the foot. Some is really aggressive, they would stand the foot here. Some would be a little behind. But what is most important is that you find like a spot where you can push off from your behind foot, in this case my left one, and come in and be aggressive on the short one. Similar to if you're gonna run 100 meter. You don't want to stand like this and start your 100-meter race like this. You want to find some sort of position where you can fly out of the booth. That's the same here. You want to come down a little, especially if you're a tall player. You want to come down a little bit so your eyes are in the height of the tape line on the net. And then you try from your left foot, in my case right if you're right hand, to push off and come in and intercept as early as possible. There is a different way of doing it also. Some players, they like to shift their back legs back like this and receive. But in this video, we're gonna keep it like how I did it, with pushing off from my back foot and in and getting it early. Important, keep the racket high, so when I move, I don't go in like this. I need to lock the grip, I need to come in, and I need to come in this position with racket head high, because if my racket head comes in like this, I can do multiple things. I can push, I can go on the side, I can dribble, I can play on the body, and I can push in the forehand corner of my opponent. So I actually have 5 angles that I can do if I come in with my racket like this. So very, very important, always come in with your racket head like this. This is dangerous. You don't want to have someone running against you when they have the racket head up like this, because then they're gonna shoot you in the face.
When we're doing our positioning, what is the distribution of weight we should be feeling in our feet?
I feel that you should have most of the weight on the back foot so you can push off. So not like completely, but if you have too much front weight like this, you would stumble. So then you actually have to move your weight on the back foot before you can move into the front foot.
This is actually very interesting because I've always thought the opposite.
Yes.
I've always thought that if you put your weight on your left foot, you could just fall into the shots and you can push back.
But again, as I said, if you were going to start a 100-meter race, would you start with front weight like this, or would you start in a more explosive position?
Right, okay, makes a lot of sense. So now that we know our positioning, let's go into the different types of shots.
The first return I would show you, it's where I challenge Aylex, because I have studied Aylex and I know he's a little bit insecure in his service, so he tends to serve and not want to cover something. So I want to challenge him with doing the body shot, okay? So again, I want to come in like this. I want to see if I can catch it as close to the net as possible. Hopefully I can clip the tape so the shuttle will bounce up in the air and make it even more difficult for Aylex. Let's see if I can do it. Like that. So maybe people would say, okay, yeah, that's very difficult. It also is very difficult. But when I'm playing the shot, because I move so quickly, so close to the net, then it's very, very often that I can clip the tape and go over. And that one, when it spins like that, it's almost impossible for Aylex to do anything. Have this return and do that. And I think my record was in a match, I think I did it 9 or 12 times in a row. So people would say when they look at it once, it's luck. It has absolutely nothing to do with luck. Here now, at this age, if I have 10 service, I would probably be able to do it 6, maybe 7, even 8 out of 10 times doing this.
Wait, Mathias, that's crazy. You actually tried to net roll in a game?
Yes.
What happened to safety margin?
When you have learned it, I've done it for many years, I can do it. Like statistically, I can do it 8 out of 10 times at least. So it's not like that risky to do. It would seem risky, but I know it's also, if it goes over like that, chances are I have won the point, or I would win the point on the next one. Right. So it's worth taking the chance.
Okay, what's our next type of return of serve?
So next type is actually where it's a little similar to this, where I want to see if I can poke the net, dribble, but I'm just gonna do the deception and do it short. So when Aylex is serving, he feels like, hey, I need to sit and see if he's covering because he's pushing body, but now I'm just gonna block it in front of him. So he's gonna be like a little surprised and can only come in with a lift. I'm doing the same movement forward, but at the last second, I'm just lowering my racket like that. It just falls off the racket like that and over the net. See again. Part of the tactic, it's about like communicating with your partner, and I'm telling it. So if I was to partner with Aylex and I was to go in and play that deception short one, I would tell Aylex, hey, I'm gonna play net, I'm gonna do the deception short, be ready for a lift, because chances are, as I said, and as we saw, that the next one is gonna be a lift.
So those are 2 of our shots so far. We're gonna cover 3 more, but just from that, it's very different from what we're usually told to do as more amateur players. Just hit to the corners.
Yeah.
So I'm curious what the other shots look like.
Yes, let's do it.
If you enjoyed watching these videos so far, all we ask is for you to like, comment, subscribe, and also share these videos with your friends so that we can do better and make more videos like this for you.
Again, next shot is, I want to make Aylex even more. Now we already know he's insecure about his service. He doesn't know. We have played to his body, we have played in front of him, and now we're going to be extra mean and we're going to play it on the side also. So after he released that service, he has no idea if he's going to cover here, in front of him, or on the side. I am a little mean to him, but that's okay.
Only Mathias is allowed to be mean.
So this is difficult, a difficult shot. I'm just going to illustrate it without the shuttlecock. I again want to come in, keep the racket up, push off of my feet. When I come in like that, I'm brushing the shuttlecock on the side, forcing it to land here. Right? So it looks like this. So quickly in, try and intercept it as high as I can. Just brush it a little so it flies down and land around the single line.
That's KO. No way I'm getting that. I'm gonna try to get it actually. Let's see if I can. I can't even get that.
That was also like no one in the world would be able to get that. Don't feel sorry for that.
Okay, let's see if I can get any of these.
And again, if he catches this one, his racket is here, it's just going to be a passive stroke like that, right in the forehand of my partner.
Okay, one more. Well, I'm gonna get one. Don't
Yes.
go easy though. I'm gonna get one. Man, I'm so out of position. It's KO for me.
So you can see it's very like, one thing is you have to deliver the perfect service. Now you're also so much in doubt. You have 3 things you have to cover, which makes it really complex and not easy to be in position of covering this one. The 2-1 here in the center where I either push the body or in front is a little bit more simple. This one here is a little bit more advanced, but Les will also be able to do. You can see it was difficult for Aylex to catch it, even though my quality was not super. Really good.
That was not super?
So, a few of them, but the one that was super, he was not even close to seeing. Like it was, no one would have been in the world. So all the top players, they would not be able to catch that return. No chance.
Since this one is so difficult, I do want to give it a try to see what mistakes people might be making.
Let's try.
Okay, that's probably what people are going to be doing when they do it.
You need to get it higher because you're getting it a little lower, so you drag the shuttle up and it goes like that. You need to brush it like that.
Right.
Come in quickly. Yeah, not bad.
It has to be such a small movement.
Yeah. So the difference is you're dragging the racket a little bit when you're moving forward, so it becomes like a little too obvious. It needs to look similar to all the other receiving. So when I'm doing it, I'm moving in like this. And then from here, last second I'm brushing it. Last second I'm blocking it. Last second I'm going short. So see if you come in, you move, you are coming in.
Right. It's really that sensitivity is what sets the standard apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot better already.
Yeah. So next one. Now we have now I have humiliated Aylex enough, so I want to focus on his partner. So I want to focus on getting it the body shot with a little bit of deception, or play it wide in my forehand side, in his forehand side, sorry. So again, similar movement coming forward. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna brush it, a little bit like when I brush it on the side, but I'm just gonna slow down the shuttle so it stops and goes straight flat a little bit slow. So it's gonna slow down a little bit and gonna hit the back Alex's partner. Okay?
Do I need it? Will this hit me?
Yeah, so you duck after the service. So what you can see here is that it's actually my shot is a little bit slow when you would say, hey, push more. But that's actually the advantage, is that I'm playing it slow, so I'm not giving Alex's partner any pace to play that with, which means that this one here, most likely the only thing he can do is with the backhand, just to play a shot short in the other side, where I can then tell my partner, hey, to come in and cover that side.
This is so advanced, Mathias. I can't even fully understand it. I understand why hitting it slower will make them produce less power, but I've never done that at all, so I don't even know what it...
So the thing is also, if I don't slice it, try one more. If I don't slice it and just go straight, if I just hit it this close to the net, chances are it will go out. So that's why I want to slow down the shuttle a little bit by doing a little bit like on the side, a little bit cut into the shuttle. Because if I just push straight like this...
Sorry. I'm scared, man.
So if I just push it straight and hard, it goes out. So you can see the same impact is there. I'm not going to hit it harder, but here I'm just going to brush it, which means that the shuttle, the bird, would automatically stop and break a little bit, and then it would land in there perfectly like how it did.
We've had 4 amazing returns of serve so far that I can't even understand. I don't know how you guys are going to understand this. They have to watch this so many times to really get what you're trying to say. But we're moving on to our last service. And after we learn this, we're going to see in the next video how all of this really comes together in our serve and return.
Yes.
Okay, so our last return.
So last return, again, it's going to be a long run. It's not going to be body, but I'm going to push it across. Same movement. Instead of brushing it straight here, I'm just going to flip my wrist a little bit, and then it's going to land in the stamp, as we call it. Okay, take a look. So again, come in, catch it early, and then last second, I'm just going to angle the racket a little bit more so it flies that side compared to the other one where I go a little bit more like this. Then I'm going to turn my racket head pointing towards the corner that I want to play in. So it looks like this without a shuttle. And again, show one more here. Show one more here, angling it. And try and find the stamp.
I've evolved. This is so different. One thing I'm noticing that you're doing in all of your shots is you hit fast, but your shots
are slow.
Is slow.
Yeah.
And this is something I've never realized how important it was. Because a lot of our mistakes we make is we hit so fast, we're out of position, they hit back faster, and we lose the point.
Yeah. So it's also like a little bit difficult to understand the theory behind it, why you can play fast and it travels slow. And you would realize that at a certain level when you try and do that like high impact, what difference is between high impact and this like long and slow impact on the shuttlecock. So yeah, the more you master it and the more you see it also like up close and in these videos, you would actually understand how you can play fast but slow down the pace or slow down the birdie.
This is a rabbit hole of knowledge. And now after meeting you, I'm starting to feel that like I really need to focus on the really simple stuff because that's actually what's the most important.
Right.
But next video is where all of this is going to come together in our serve and return tactics. So if you want to watch that, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out Mathias' channel over here.